British Airways. Some people love them, some people hate them. We're going to see what it's really like. Recently, British Airways has been in the media a lot talking about how bad their flights are and how bad their customer service is, how they're cancelling flights, and they've been getting a lot of negative reviews which they wouldn't have got a long time ago when they were top company. Is it really bad as it seems? Is it just all talk from the media and people scaremongering about British Airways because they're still rising as a top company? Or is it because it really has gone downhill in recent years? That's what we're going to find out by flying premium economy from Gatwick Airport all the way to Tampa.
2,000 years later.
So we managed to get through customs. It was a long process, but it wasn't busy, so that was good. Now we're here, got about an hour before we get on the plane, so just going to get a cheeky Nando's snack, and then we'll be on the plane ready to go. So we've managed to get on the plane nice and safely, finally boarded on. I've got my movie all ready for when we go. Hopefully we have a nice easy flight. I'm not sure how long it is. I think someone said like 9.5, 10 hours. I'm not sure if it's as long as that. I don't remember it being as long as that, but hopefully it's not a massively long flight. I can deal with about 9 hours.
2,000 years later.
So I could more than happily lie to you and say that we just got here, we're just going to go down to dinner, or we just got to Tampa Airport, but no, we came straight from Tampa Airport, went to the hotel, got some minimal little like crisps and bits, and then fell straight to sleep, and now we're awake. It was a long flight. I don't think I've ever felt as jet lagged as this. I don't know why, maybe it's because I'm getting older, but I don't remember ever feeling this jet lag, but I just feel a bit rough, do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But we're not here to talk about me, we're here to talk about how our flight was with British Airways in premium economy. So I think when talking about the flight, we've got to start off with my favourite thing of the whole flight, and that is the food. I always kind of judge a good flight from how the food is and how it looks, tastes, and that sort of thing. And I think the food on the British Airways flight, oh my lord, it couldn't have been better. It was not the best plain food I've ever had, but it certainly was not the worst. So they came round about an hour or two into the flight, and they gave us our little menus, which I'll show you a photo of in a moment. And there was lots to choose from. Obviously, it's not like a massive menu, it's just a small little menu. There's a couple bits that you get to pick: starters, main, dessert, that sort of thing, and new drinks if you want beer, your cocktails, mocktails, that sort of thing. So I chose a Coke, what did I have for dessert? I had this little, like, I don't know what it really was. It was like a chocolate cake kind of cookie thing, and it was really nice. And I had the chicken tikka, like curry and rice type thing, and that was actually really delicious. I'm not someone that really prides myself on eating loads on plane, because I'm not a big fan of plane food, but oh my goodness, if it was just that chicken tikka the whole time, I could have stuffed my face. It was so good. You would never even realise it was plane food, because I feel like there is really a stigma around plane food just isn't that nice, and a lot of people do feel that way. But I tell you what, that was delicious. So when I'm here talking about me judging premium economy on British Airways, I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, you know, the landing was a bit bumpy, or the takeoff was just too rough. So no, that's not what I'm judging or looking for when I'm judging premium economy on British Airways. I'm not here to tell you what the pilots did right or wrong, because I don't know anything, I'm not a pilot. What I know is how good the food tasted, what the customer service was like, and that's what I'm going to be judging. So the next bit of food that they gave us was this really lovely, they gave you an option between a chicken and like tomato, kind of like steak bake sort of thing. And I'm not sure what the other thing was. I think it was just like a spicy version of the steak bake. So I got the normal chicken and tomato one. Jazz got the spicy one, obviously, because that's Jazz. She just likes spicy stuff. I'm not a big fan of that. And yeah, it was really lovely. I'm not a big eater when it comes to eating on planes. I kind of just like to get through the plane flight. But it was lovely. Couldn't fault it. It was really good. And I think for the food and drink overall on the plane, I'd have to give it, if it was out of 7, a solid 6 out of 7, because it was just so delicious, so lovely, and it was, yeah, you couldn't really fault them. I mean, they've done a great job. The plane crew, cabin crew, whatever, they were absolutely lovely. Like, we had this one bloke chatting to us about his missus, and how they had the same last name as us, and he didn't know if we knew them, and talking about the issues with our last name. And it was just really interesting to have those really nice conversations, because sometimes you get on planes and the cabin crew doesn't really talk to you that much, they don't really want to know, and then other times you get the most friendly cabin crew in the world. And it was really nice that we had that really friendly interaction with all of them, not just one of them, absolutely all of them. So I guess if I rated the plane food out of 7, I guess I should probably rate the customer service out of 7. And I think out of 7, on this particular flight, customer service was 7 out of 7. Couldn't fault it. Couldn't say they could do anything better. Couldn't say they'd done anything bad, or this was worse than this time. No, they were perfect. The whole flight, they were perfect. Each and every one of them, they were perfect. So as everyone knows, with flying on Premium Economy and British Airways, you do get a couple benefits, 2 of which being our extra legroom and larger seats. In terms of the extra legroom that you get, I think I'm probably a bad person to ask. I mean, I'm a rather tall person. I'm not like massive, but I'm not short. And I feel like I've flown, Premium Economy and Normal Economy, and I feel like I see the difference. But for me, it's not major. I feel like for someone who's a lot shorter than me, it probably would make a hell of a lot of a difference. But for me, it just, it makes a difference. Don't get me wrong. It's nice having that extra legroom, but it's not massive. So it's not something that I really judge too highly on. But in terms of the larger seats, yeah, you can definitely tell that the seats are larger and that they are a bit more snug to sit in, and that you're not as cramped in. And I feel like with the extra legroom, though, going back to that, you do realise it and you notice it more when someone in front of you has reclined their chair the whole way back for a 8-hour flight, and it's as annoying as anything. But because you can recline your chair as well, and you've got that extra legroom, it does kind of make up for it. But I know Jazz and the people that we were flying with, the people in front of us, they were just back the whole way. I got lucky. I was the only one that didn't have someone reclined on them. But maybe that's just me. So overall, Premium Economy, what is it really like flying Premium Economy in 2024? I would have to say it's pretty good. I still think I love it. It's a really good experience, and if you haven't done it, definitely do it, because it is worth it. And I feel like the benefits that come with it are they're well earned, to say the least. So thank you so much for watching. We've got loads more videos coming up, so watch this space, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.